and really keep as an heirloom legacy. And you know what? What's inside just happens to be part of the fun. You ready? It's our Secret Santa. Okay, so if you are channel surfing, welcome into HSN. I'm Shannon. This is a show that actually we're going to continue during the quote-unquote official Christmas season, but we like to get a jump start on the competition. And in addition to this being the last of your Christmas in July shows, everything that you're going to see over the next 2 hours has our extended holiday return policy. But we cannot nor will we bill your credit card until these advanced orders leave our doors or are on our way to you. When I said this is not only our Secret Santa, these wonderful, decadent, delicious, the same cookie that people used to queue around the block for at that big old department store. Yes, you get 32 of them. Yes, you get a 1 pound design, but it's really, in my own opinion, these gorgeous, glazed, one-of-a-kind, closed, limited edition cookie jars. And whether you are a first-time cookie jar collector or whether you're looking to create a new tradition in your family, I cannot recommend these enough. So basically, you just pick your design. So you pick your design. We have the Black Santa, White Santa. We have our snowman. We also have my personal pick, and it was actually the most popular when this was offered as a one-day only value. I love, love, love the red truck. I didn't get time to call my mom before the show. Mom, text me a picture of Grandma's red truck, if you have it. My Uncle Gene, I learned how to drive on a red truck on my grandma's farm. I really did. And you can see with that beautiful Christmas tree in the back. So pick your design, then pick November or December. By the way, we do also have, in advanced orders, we also have auto ship as well. You'll see a quick little graphic, in which case you'll get these wonderful one-of-a-kind collectible jars for the seasonal event as well. HSN exclusive, $11 and change on your credit card along with free shipping. Crystal Candy, who if there was ever a person whose mama named him right to represent food on the air, it's Crystal. I've known Crystal for a long time. And Crystal, when you and I started working together, let alone on David's cookies, you know, Adina will have to forgive me, but the cookies, I shouldn't say they're not an afterthought because they're David's cookies. They're the Pecan Meltaways that people used to queue around the block for at a big department store. It's a whole pound, it's 32 of them. But at the end of the day, it's really about this traditional, collectible, gorgeous, huge collectible cookie jar, right?
Big. These are our largest jars yet. And I love that memory that you just shared about that red truck that you learned how to drive on. And I think that's really what it's about with these cookie jars, is whether you have a memory of your grandma's cookie jar that my grandma always put it on top of the refrigerator so us grandkids would have to get on the counter. It really is that heirloom quality collectible that David's does so well. In fact, before I started working with David's, I started being a collector myself, and my first product that I purchased was the handbag cookie jars, if you remember those, and I helped my mom start her collection. But these jars really are that true handmade, hand-painted, limited edition collectible. And I'm so glad we have an opportunity for you to get them again, because I know they were so exciting and so popular. And now we have our Santas, and I just want us to get in and just sort of get to know these cookie jars, because whether you decide that you're a snowman person because you love the little cardinal, you know, perched up on his head. My mom actually collects snowmen, and she would get us girls these snow people every single Christmas. And so that would be some of our decorations, you know, out on the shelves. But when you look at the snowman, from, you know, the wreath that he's got in his hand here to the little dusting of snow, and even the detail on his hat that you can see, the hand-painted snowflake. The snowman is a little over 11 inches tall. It's 11 and a half inches tall, by the way. My snowman here has peppermints inside, but you could put a 4-pound bag of sugar in these. So these could actually be your holiday canisters. And I also want to mention, these have our signature silicone seal right on top there for freshness. It's really important. So I remember my grandmother's cookie jar didn't quite have that. So sometimes the cookies at the bottom would be a little extra crunchy. And actually inside Santa here, look, I've got all my sugar inside there too. Santa is 13 inches tall. So big guy right here.
He is indeed. And here's the other thing. Actually, I was asking my friend Victoria, I almost brought in my metallic craft pens from the last show that I did with Sarah Davies. I love these, and Adina knows this story, and so does Crystal. When I say these are one-of-a-kind collectibles, there's Santa, there's that silicone seal. Get this and then inscribe baby's first Christmas, your, you know, Christmas 2020, COVID Christmas. I mean, whatever it might be, you know, whatever it might be, you can actually inscribe on the bottom. And when I say these become really break the mold collectibles, listen, I know our friends who are watching tonight, and Get Social with Nicole, welcome her to our HSN family. If you go to secondary websites, and listen, I'm not making any, if you go to secondary websites, these are the kind of things that if you just do a little search on Christmas collectible cookie jars, there's a whole subtext, a whole category of collectors out there. And because we don't repeat these designs. And when we talk about the Pecan Meltaways, yes, it's that butter shortbread, it's a crowd pleaser, it's a whole pound, but with all respect to David's Cookies, it really is about these closed edition collectible cookie jars. Now, remember, you choose your design, Black Santa, White Santa, Snowman with that great little cardinal, or my favorite, my grandma's red truck, and then you choose November or December ship date. HSN cannot nor will we charge your credit card until it's on its way to you. So these are advanced. Basically, you're reserving yours. That's what it is. Ask about auto ship. We've actually got the future designs. It's fun to know that you'll have these exclusive collections. If you get it just to get the Easter Bunny, do it. But Crystal, the David's Cookie team really puts a lot of thought into their design and their artwork when they create these for us, don't they?
Oh yeah, there's so much to talk about. But yeah, we use a local artist right out of Woodstock, New York, and she designs and helps bring these to life, our vision, if you will. And by the way, I know you talked about the quality. These are crafted in the same place that those fancy cookie jars with that department store with the N and the M that sometimes I buy lip gloss from, and I'm like, ooh, look how fancy I am. But you know, we also need to talk real quickly about the cookies, because these are HSN's #1 seller for a reason. These are our beautiful Pecan Meltaways, butter-based cookie. So understand that it gives you a little bit of gift-giving, you know, freedom, because these can actually stay in your cookie jar for up to 4 months at room temperature, because they are that butter-based cookie. Look at how they are dusted, hand dusted so beautifully with the perfect amount of powdered sugar. And we can't forget those hearty pecans. But oh my goodness, I'm so glad you guys have loved the truck. This has been my favorite. First time we've ever done a truck, and they all match back together beautifully.
They do. Advanced orders. We cannot, nor will we bill your credit card until it's on its way to you. November or December ship date. Little red truck is final quantity though, not a lot of those. And ask about that auto ship. If my mom is watching tonight, I definitely have to send that, because I know she's, you know, she learned to drive on Grandma's red truck. I learned to drive on Grandma's red truck. Well, Crystal, we can't do these shows without you. Continue to be safe out there, and thank you for helping bring our Christmas to life.
Oh, it's nice to have Christmas on a Friday night, right?
It is. Crystal, thank you. We always appreciate your help. Take good care. All right, bye-bye. Hey, speaking of getting social and celebrating, we're celebrating Nicole. She's getting social with us. What's going on over there, girl?